High-profile visits to Nepal by American delegates began from yesterday with the arrival of United States Assistant Secretary of State for South and Central Asian Affairs, Donald Lu. The visiting delegates are expected to seek for Nepal's position on the controversial MCC agreement as they meet top brass leaders of different political parties today. Good morning, I'm Sarah Sapsanama and these are the headlines of the hour. U.S. Assistant Secretary of State for South and Central Asia Affairs Donald Lu arrives in Nepal for a two-day visit. Deputy Assistant Secretary Kelly Kederlings to arrive today. MCC agreement tops the agenda. Nepal Bar Association's stand on the resignation of the Chief Justice continues. Supreme Court justices seek for a middle path to end the current stalemate. Germany's Chancellor Angela Merkel says the country is in the grip of a dramatic fourth COVID wave. Daily infections hit a new record of 52,826 cases. And Amnesty International says Qatar must do more to protect the rights of migrant workers with the World Cup just a year away. U.S. Assistant Secretary of State for South and Central Asia Affairs Donald Lu has arrived in Nepal for a two-day visit. The Assistant Secretary of State landed at the Trivandrum International Airport around 7:30 yesterday evening. Officials from the Foreign Ministry and the American Embassy in Kathmandu, including U.S. Ambassador to Nepal Randy Berry, received the visiting Assistant Secretary of State at the airport. Likewise, Deputy Assistant Secretary for South and Central Asian Affairs Kelly Kederling is scheduled to arrive in Nepal today. Sources at the Foreign Ministry have said that the visiting delegations will dwell on the Millennium Challenge Corporation MCC agenda. The United States is in a hurry to ratify the 55 billion rupees U.S. grant assistance Millennium Challenge Corporation or MCC, and so is Prime Minister Sherbahadur Deuba. However, the stand taken by the parties of the ruling alliance that the MCC agreement, which was signed in 2017, should not be passed without amendment, and main opposition CPN-UML's different strategy have made the issue more complicated.
The main aim of Assistant Secretary of State for South and Central Asia Affairs Donald Lu's two-day visit to Nepal will be to make efforts for the endorsement of MCC. He plans to meet Prime Minister Sherbahadur Deuba, ministers and leaders of political parties and urge for their help to ratify MCC. MCC Vice President Fatima Sumar, during her visit to Nepal in September, and the MCC headquarters itself had expressed concern over the delay in the endorsement of the MCC bill. Premier Deuba, who met U.S. President Joe Biden and MCC officials in his recent visit to the UK, is making efforts to endorse MCC. However, it will not be easy for Prime Minister Deuba to do so, as party leaders of the ruling alliance are not ready to ratify MCC without making amendments. Most of the parties from the ruling alliance are looking to amend the bill prior to the ratification. Meanwhile, the main opposition CPN-UML has largely been trying to avoid the issue. The back-to-back visits of the high-profile delegates to Nepal exhibit that the U.S. government is putting maximum efforts to endorse the MCC bill. Meanwhile, experts say that the multi-million-dollar MCC agreement has been a bone of contention circulating the national political affairs and is also likely to affect Nepal's diplomatic relations with other countries.
5 justices of the Supreme Court who have resumed their work have said that they still support the demands raised by Nepal Bar Association and other justices. During the meeting held yesterday afternoon with officials of the Nepal Bar Association and Supreme Court Bar Association, all the 5 justices voiced for an immediate way out to end the ongoing stalemate seen in the judiciary. They added that they have been attending benches related to habeas corpus and regular cases and avoided joint benches with the Chief Justice. They clarified that they boycotted the collective meeting with other justices as prior meetings had ended inconclusively. Officials of the Nepal Bar Association, however, urged 5 justices to boycott benches allotted by the Chief Justice. Law practitioners continued with the second phase of the protest programs, demanding for the resignation of Chief Justice Cholendra Samsher Rana yesterday as well, claiming that they had evidence of irregularities carried out by the Chief Justice. Meanwhile, legworks are underway to end the ongoing stalemate seen in the judiciary as the warring factions are looking for a middle path to seek a much-awaited resolution. In our Public Voice segment, we've asked the public in several districts what problems have they been facing due to the delay in distribution of labour permits. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
टिकट क्यान्सल गर्न पर्ने हो कि के हो
आउन जान हामीलाई धेरै समस्या छ
एक हप्ता 15 दिन रुक्नुपर्छ टोकन पाइदैन
होटल टिकटहरु पनि सबै जान्छ जाने आउनेको समस्या हुन्छ
एक हप्ता पहिले फर्म भरेको अझैसम्म टोकन आएको छैन
भनेको काम छिटो पनि हुँदैन
लगानी डुब्ने तथा आफ्नो काम गर्ने क्षमता पनि भित्रैदेखि हराउने
Time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion. The question is, what should be done to preserve languages which are about to be extinct? Your options are A. Initiation from concerned race, B. Local government's involvement, and C. Language Commission's participation. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. Time now for the sports update. Nepal's national women team has won the three-match T20 series against Qatar 2-0 after registering a 61-run victory in the second match. In the match played in Doha yesterday, Nepal elected to bat first after winning the toss and posted 129 runs in the allotted 20 overs, losing 6 wickets. Rubina Chetri top-scored with a 48-ball 50, hitting 1 6 and 4 fours. Chasing a victory target of 130 runs, Nepal bowled out Qatar for 68 runs in 19.3 overs. Saraswati Kumari was the pick of the Nepalese bowlers, grabbing 4 wickets. Skipper Aisha top-scored for Qatar with 24 runs. With the win, Nepal has secured the three-match series 2-0 with a match to spare. Nepal registered the historic series win in its maiden international series. Nepal won the first match of the series comprehensively by 119 runs. The third and final match of the series will be played today in Doha. The match is scheduled to start at 3:45 p.m. Nepal time. Nepal is targeting to clean sweep the series. Both Nepal and Qatar are preparing for the World Cup qualifiers beginning in UAE from next Monday. Alongside Nepal and Qatar, other participating teams are UAE, Hong Kong, Malaysia, Bhutan and Kuwait. The top team will be selected for the global qualifiers. The Women T20 World Cup is being played in South Africa in 2023. That's all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.